Assignment 2, Semester 3 for EDC1200. How might education mediate difference and dominance? By Zoe Garner, 1014153. My issue is child beauty pageants. How they are teaching that what's on the outside is everything, and how I would teach this differently to primary school students. Australia's eyes were opened to the somewhat controversial world of child beauty pageants in July, when American child beauty star Eden Wood flew into Australia. Pageants are a common thing in America and date back to the 1920s, when they were staged to increase tourism. Due to popular demand, younger age groups were added, seeing many parents of toddlers and school-aged children jumping on board and turning their little girls into China dolls and sending them out on stage to be judged by a panel. Children are judged purely for how they look whilst modelling a range of sportswear, evening wear, themed wear and even swimwear. Very little skill is required by the child. Because of this, pageants have raised eyebrows amongst some who believe they are sexualising children by getting them to wear heavy makeups, increase lash lengths and wear high heels and pose in a way to look like an adult woman. Child psychologist Colette Smart stated whilst talking to Eden Wood's mum Mickey on Today Tonight, "When you take your children into the environment of pageantry, you're making them focus on their outer appearance and their beauty with false nails and false lashes and not on their inner skills or values." Critics have questioned parents who choose to parade their children like this, asking if it's just a way of reliving their own childhoods through their daughters. With all these young girls being raised thinking that beauty and winning is all that matters, a gap between them and the girls who don't participate and are living somewhat regular childhoods would emerge. These girls would no longer be seen as peers, but as other. So the question is, do these girls who have been taught that beauty is the main thing in life grow up to live normal lives? In 2005, a small study was done on 11 women who took part in child beauty pageants as girls compared to 11 who didn't. The results showed that the women who did partake in these pageants were more dissatisfied with their bodies and had varied amount of trust issues. Body image is a large concern to young people. Body dissatisfaction can affect self-esteem and general well-being, cause children not to want to participate in activities, and also lead to more serious issues such as depression. The Australian government sees this as a big issue and is taking action to build walls against negative body image pressures through the Body Image Awards, which will award companies for taking positive steps towards this. Part 2, the event as a curriculum. Children are surrounded by body image. It's on the TV, in the books they're reading, in the playground, and perhaps in the magazines their parents are reading. It's something parents are subconsciously teaching their children. As an educator, I want to teach the children that beauty is not just skin deep, that in fact beauty is all around us in different shapes and forms. I have a prep-age child on hand, so I have chosen to sit down with him and discuss what he sees as beauty. This will give a good representation of what he and perhaps other children of his age see as beautiful. Hi Byron, what do you think beautiful is?
Something is pretty.
Something is pretty?
Yeah.
And what sorts of things can be pretty?
People.
What else?
Smurfs.
The Smurfs?
Yeah.
How would you make yourself beautiful, Byron?
With makeup.
With makeup?
Yeah.
How else could you make yourself look beautiful?
Put nice clothes on.
And put nice clothes on.
Put nice clothes on.
As a 5-year-old, we can see that Byron's idea of beauty is somewhat confused, but already leading towards makeup and other things we put on our exterior. Do you think that beauty is how we look on the outside, or is it something that comes from inside of us?
Inside my.
Inside of us. As educators, it is important to teach that everyone is different and that we are all beautiful. We need to deepen the students' understanding of beauty and teach them that their personal identity is something they should be proud of. Do you think it would be a nice world if everybody looked the same and everybody did the same things?
No.
No, why not?
Because the copy thing.
Everyone would copy things.
Yeah.
Some ideas for teaching children about diversity and changing ideas of body image. This could be done by providing children with alternative images rather than the stereotypical images they would see in health magazines and such that their parents would be reading. Children could cut out images from a magazine and place them in a scrapbook. This would give them a look at the diversity from around the world. You could then talk about the beauty that is related to each one of these pictures. Children would then get an understanding that beauty is not just what's on the outside, but you could talk about their smiles and talent, perhaps the beauty of where they live or the beliefs these people hold, and the way of life that they go about that may be different to us and is still beautiful. You could then talk about all the different features people have and how they make them different and unique from each other. Going further into this in the classroom, to enable children to understand more about diversity, the teacher could hand out mirrors to all of the children. The children would then have a look at their faces and draw themselves, taking note of all their features, and then perhaps passing their picture to another child in the classroom and having a look at how different another child's image is and how they perceive themselves. Teachers could explain to students that bodies aren't just for decorating, that they are here for helping us get around and helping us play. And in order for our bodies to help us do things, we need to keep them healthy on the inside. We need to make healthy decisions with our food, and we also need to stay active to prolong our lives. To teach healthy eating habits to children, the teacher might firstly ask the students what they think may be a healthy food and write a list up on the chalkboard. The teacher could then display the healthy eating triangle, and children could further talk about which foods they should be eating lots of and which foods should only be eaten as a treat. As an educator, I will make a positive effort to compliment the children on their efforts, their talents, their accomplishments, and personal values to enhance their body image and set them up for a long and healthy life.